Morning, you guys. I hope you are all well. We are going to get going here in just a second. For today's practice, we're going to move slowly, but we're going to be up and moving and really stretching today. So you don't need anything other than some workout clothes and a pretty decent amount of space within the room that you're in. We'll get started here in about a minute as people start to trickle in. All right, to start off, we're just going to go ahead and take a seated position here. We're going to stack our spine nice and tall, bringing the top of our head up and towards the ceiling. Your hands can fall palms facing down on top of your knees or palms out, whichever one you're comfortable with. We'll draw the ears up and over the shoulders. Relax the shoulders, bringing the scapula down and away from the ears. If you haven't done so already, feel free to close your eyes. Allow your gaze to fall down and towards the floor. And we'll notice our breath, the sensation of the air as it enters and exits through our nose. We don't do anything to change it, just notice it. And to begin, we'll take 5 deep inhales, filling up our lungs, allowing the ribcage to expand. Holding at the top, slowly exhaling. We inhale, hold, exhale. Repeating this 3 more times. And after that last breath, keeping our eyes closed, we're gently going to do some neck circles, bringing our ear to our shoulder, dropping the chin, tucking it in, and then shifting our head to the opposite ear. Large, big circles. If you notice tightness in any specific spot, you can stop and hold before you continue on. When you're ready, you can switch directions.
It's okay to have scars.
Again, stopping at any spot that might feel tight, any spot that needs a little extra love.
In the middle of the night, call if you wanna talk, 'cause you know that I wanna talk too. It's not bad.
And we'll bring our head back to center, and we're going to reach our left arm up and over our head, bringing our right hand next to our hip and stretching the outside of our torso. Keeping your sit bones grounded on the floor.
It is brutal it's brutal, why can't you see? It's brutal, where have you been?
Coming back to center, we'll switch to the opposite direction.
Lonely heart finds it hard to get through the night. You pull me out of the dark and now it's light. You pull me out of the
We'll do this 2 more times, trying to reach a little farther with each time. Really utilizing that exhale to allow the muscles to release. We'll switch.
when we're out in the market and out on
Last
the
time,
streets,
each
I've got
side.
a pocket full of problems and a pocket full of seeds, hoping something good might grow out of
One
this
more,
mistletoe,
opposite side.
and I won't have to erase your memory.
Come back to center. Setting up for a spinal twist, we'll bring our right hand to the outside of our left knee. Our left hand will reach behind us and we'll sit nice and tall as we twist the spine, bringing our gaze over that left hand shoulder.
And we'll watch Christmas TV. It is brutal, why can't you see? It's brutal, where have you been? 'Cause we're far apart.
Come back to center, switching to the opposite side. Keeping that spine nice and tall as we rotate.
You pull me out of the dark and now it's light.
Coming back to center, we'll bring our feet into butterfly position. Again, our goal is to really keep that spine nice and tall. Pull the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Our knees fall out nice and wide, and we fold forward from the hip into a forward fold butterfly. Once we've gotten to the point where our hips can no longer fold anymore, we can drop from the chest.
Just come on home, 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 just come on home. Just come on home, just come on home, just come on home, just come on home, just come on home. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rising back from the chest, we'll bring our feet together, or our knees together, sorry about that. And I'm gonna turn to the side just so you guys have a better view. I'm gonna come onto my knees so that we can stretch the top of our feet while we do these next few poses. From here, for those of you guys that have done yoga before, this is gonna be more of a seated cat and cow. So I'm gonna bring my arms out nice and wide here, and I'm gonna round the spine, folding my shoulders, tucking my chin forward. And then inhale, open up my chest, pull those arms back, drop the head back. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the chin. Inhale, open that chest. Exhale, one more time each way. Inhale. Great, coming back to center, I'm gonna make my way onto all fours here. For the traditional cat-cow, my knees are gonna be directly under my hips. My wrists are directly underneath my shoulders. From here, I'll inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the head. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times, each direction. Each time, getting a little deeper into the stretch. Exhale, tuck that chin, round the spine. Inhale. One more time. My math might be off, but that's okay. Last one, round that spine. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Touch those toes. We're going to shift our hips up and back into downward facing dog. This is our first one of the day, so just move however feels good for you. You'll notice I'm walking my dog, which is just pedaling out my feet, stretching my calves. Some of you might want to stretch your shoulders, so you'll bend your knees nice and deep and go nice and into the shoulders, dropping your chest towards your thighs. We'll find stillness here, taking a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, draw those hips up and towards the ceiling, really stretching and lengthening the backside of our legs. Inhale. Exhale again. Inhale, our right leg will rise up towards the sky. Exhale, we step that foot in between our hands. Inhale, drop our back knee. Exhale, right arm will twist up towards the ceiling as our chest opens towards our front leg. Inhale, that hand comes back to center. Exhale, lift the leg, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, switch sides, our left leg will rise. Exhale, we'll step that left foot through. Inhale, drop that back knee. Exhale, twist towards that front thigh. Inhale, our hand returns to the floor. Exhale, lift the leg, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg will rise. Exhale, step that foot through. Inhale, drop the back knee. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return that hand back to the carpet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg will rise. Exhale, we'll step it through. Inhale, drop that back knee. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great, hold here for a few breaths. On your exhale, draw the heels towards the floor, lift the hips. Inhale. Exhale.
Hard booze and wine, serving in families gone late. Without you, it'd be the loneliest Christmas I ever had.
Inhale, bend those knees. Gaze comes forward. Exhale, walk your feet through your hands, making your way into a seated position. Eventually coming down onto your backs. We're going to set up for figure 4 here with our right foot coming to the top of our left knee. Perfect. Our right knee will draw away from the body, away from the face. If you feel a stretch here, you can pause and hold it here. If you're looking for more of a stretch, you can bring that left knee up and into your chest with both hands grabbing the backside of your thigh, and pulling into the chest. We'll hold here for just a few breaths. If you'd like to close your eyes, feel free to.
We keep patient, but we try to. Don't let me spend another Christmas without you. Oh no, 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 no. Don't let me spend Christmas alone. It's a hard battle lost, and I know it can be won. This Christmas season's only just begun.
Releasing the leg, bringing the foot back to the ground, and removing that right foot from the top of the knee. We'll switch sides. Really focusing on opening that hip, drawing the knee away from the face, and then enhancing your stretch however you would like to. Bringing the knee into the chest.
Don't make me spend Christmas alone. I know it can be won. No, no, no. Say no, 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 no. Don't make me spend Christmas alone. It's a hard battle lost, but I know it can be won. This Christmas season's only just begun.
We'll release the leg, bringing the foot back down to the ground. Both knees will come into the chest. We'll rock and roll 3 times until we make our way into a seated position. We'll roll over our knees, coming back into this tabletop position here, tucking our toes, lifting our hips, and coming into downward facing dog. That right leg will rise again. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to enhance the stretch we were just doing by setting up for pigeon. You can see my right knee came to my right wrist, and my left ankle is right behind my left wrist. I'll drop the back leg, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise the chest. Exhale, I'll forward fold from here to whatever extent is comfortable for me. Again, we'll hold this for just a few breaths. So if you'd like, you can close your eyes and allow your body just to rest. With each exhale, letting the muscle relax even more.
We'll start a fire in the fireplace, send all the elves away. No one should be alone on this most silent of nights. Let me turn on your Christmas light. Santa is up with Rudolph and the boy, bringing all the little kids Christmas toys.
You guys might be able to hear my little 8-month-old son playing with his grandma in the background.
To seem too impolite, but do you really think he's just getting milk and cookies?
All right, we'll lift the chest, lift the hips by tucking that back toe, coming back into downward facing dog. Exhale. We'll switch to the opposite side. Inhale, lifting that leg. Exhale, pulling it through. Inhale, rising that chest. And then exhale, coming into that forward fold.
Let me turn on your Christmas light. All but down on Blitzen, Dasher too. And it's anyone's guess kind of things they get up to. I don't want to come off as impolite.
We'll rise the chest, tuck those back toes, lift the hips, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we come into plank pose here. Exhale, lowering ourselves all the way to the floor, nice and slow. Inhale, we're gonna lift the chest by using just the muscles in our back. Really active, really strong. Your neck needs to stay neutral, just gazing down at the floor in front of you. Go ahead and release, bringing that forehead back down to the floor. Inhale, we'll lift again. It's called baby cobra pose, really activating those muscles on the backside. Neutral neck. Exhale, forehead back down. One more time. Inhale, no hands. Lift those fingers. Really utilize those back muscles. Neutral neck. Exhale, forehead back down to the ground. Inhale, we'll tuck those toes. Exhale, lift the hips, coming back into plank pose and then downward facing dog. Hold for a few breaths. With each exhale, drawing the hips up towards the ceiling, the heels towards the floor, lengthening the backside of your body. On your next inhale, shift back into that plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, which is a push-up all the way to the floor. Inhale, coming back into that baby cobra pose, lift the chest. Exhale, return the face back down towards the floor, tuck the feet. Inhale, lift the toes, or lift the hips. Sorry, I'm mistaking my body parts. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna roll through this a few times. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead back down. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead back down. Inhale, tuck those toes. Exhale, lift, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Move nice and slow. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tuck those toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more time. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, down dog. Hold here for 2 breaths. Inhale, bend those knees. Your gaze comes forward. Exhale, we'll walk our feet to the top of our mat or towards our hands, coming into a forward fold. First one of the day. Move around a little if you'd like. You can grab, using your hands, grab the back side of your thighs or your calves and pull yourself nice and tight into the legs. Inhale, our hands will come to our shin, our chest will rise, our back will be nice and flat, pulling the shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold, pulling those knees into the face. Inhale, we rise, reaching up towards the ceiling. Exhale, our hands come to heart center. Inhale, we rise, reach. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift, those hands come to your shins. We flatten our back, pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten that back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten that back. Pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more time. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Holding here for just a few breaths. Last forward fold of the day. We'll plant those hands on the floor. We'll inhale, take a step back, coming into that plank pose again. Exhale, we'll chaturanga all the way to the floor. Inhale, lifting the chest, cobra. Exhale, forehead back down on the ground. Inhale, tuck those toes. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, our right leg will rise up towards the sky. Exhale, just like before, we'll step that foot in between our hands. Inhale, the chest will rise. Our back heel will turn to the floor, and we'll bring our arms out into warrior 2 pose. My front knee is stacked over that ankle. My back leg is nice and strong as the weight is being shifted through the outside of my foot. I pull my shoulder blades together. Perfect. Warrior two pose. Inhale, this hand, my left hand on the back side, will come to my thigh. Exhale, my right hand will reach up towards the ceiling. This is called reverse your warrior. Really opening up the front and side of our torso. Exhale, that front forearm comes to our thigh. We'll reach that opposite arm towards the wall in front of us. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale. Forearm to thigh. One more time, each side. Inhale. Reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Inhale, we return back to center. Exhale, we're gonna bring our feet facing the same direction. Our toes will slightly come in. Our heels will go out. And we'll exhale from the hips, forward fold. This will stretch the outside of our legs as well as the back side.
And it's 22 pages front and back, but it's too good to be used. And I tried to be a girl who likes to be used. I'm too good for that. There's a mind under this hat, and I called them all and told them I've got to move. I'm out now. It's too hard. I'm on my own. It's too hard.
From the chest, we rise, bringing our hands to our hips, returning our feet back into that warrior two stance. We'll cartwheel our hands back down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, our left leg will rise. I'm gonna switch directions for you guys so you can see. Exhale, step that foot through. Inhale, rising up, warrior two. Again, that knee is stacked over the ankle. Our back leg is strong and straight with our weight shifting out towards the back side of our foot. Outside. Inhale, that thigh. Hand will reach. Reverse your warrior. Bringing that left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Opening up the front and side of our torso right here. Exhale, forearm to thigh. One more time, each way. Inhale. Reverse. Exhale. Inhale, we return back to center. And again, bringing our feet to face the same direction. This time, we're going to have the toes point out and the heels are in as we, from the hips, forward fold. Bringing our hands and our chest towards the floor.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good.
Our hands come to our hips. We'll rise from the chest, bringing our heels in even more. Our toes, losing my balance. We'll point out, oh my goodness. And we'll bring our hands onto our thighs here. Onto our knees, actually, sorry. Once we're here, we're gonna drop our shoulder from one side to the other, opening up our inner thighs. And just move at whatever pace feels good for your body.
The kids and girl and boy land will have a jubilee. They're gonna build a toyland all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming.
We'll come back to center. We'll rise up into a standing position, bringing our feet into hip distance apart. I'm going to sit back just a little bit so you can see me better. We'll drop the hips. This is called Buddha squat. This is called Buddha squat. I need some help with this one. This one's hard for me, especially since I've had a kid recently. So we'll drop the hips. I'm using this pillow as a prop because I almost always fall over when I do this pose. So keeping our feet at about hip distance, we'll drop the hips, keeping the spine, just like at the beginning, nice and tall. The top of our head will draw up towards the ceiling. I'll bring my hands to heart center. My elbows come to the inside of my knees, and I'll push out. Really feeling this stretch deep within our hips, a little within our inner thighs. Our shoulders draw down and away from the ears.
See him in a manger laid, whom the choirs of angels praise. Mary, Joseph, lend your aid, while our hearts in love we raise.
We'll bring our hands to the floor. We'll lift the hips, rising back into that seated position. Seated, standing, you guys. I'm losing it. We're going to come into a seated position. Working just a little bit of core today. Just a little, I promise. Okay, we're going to come into boat pose. Very similar for those that have done a Russian twist. We're going to balance on our tailbone. Same thing with our spine. We're going to keep it nice and tall, drawing that head up towards the ceiling. For boat pose, I'm going to pull my chest back, so I'm almost sitting at an angle. Good. Really focusing on that spine, tightening that core here. From this position, I'll lift my legs. I can keep my hands on my knees. Perfect. And if you're looking for more of a challenge, you can actually release those legs, bringing your hands out to the side like this. Good. We're going to do 5 toe taps on each side. So just nice and slow, lowering the toe, tapping the floor, really keeping that core nice and tight. Posture's good. 3 more on each side. Last one. Great. We'll lower ourselves all the way to the floor. Setting up for bridge pose, we'll bring our feet about hip distance apart. My fingers should be able to graze the heels of my feet. From here, I'll lift my hips up towards the sky, and I'm going to tuck my shoulders underneath themselves. Really trying to lift those hips up towards the sky. Some of you might be able to interlock your hands underneath your back. Some will just find it most comfortable to keep their hands out by the side of the body. If you've connected the hands, go ahead and release them. We'll untuck the shoulders, we'll lift our heels, and we'll lower the spine vertebrae by vertebrae back down to the mat. At this point, we'll windshield wiper our knees, letting them fall to the right-hand side, and then coming back up to center, and falling to the left. We'll continue to do this. Bringing the knees back to center, we'll rise the chest, coming back into boat pose. One more time, that little sequence. Again, lengthening the spine, drawing the head towards the ceiling. We'll lift the feet. You can hold on to the thighs, or you can challenge yourself a little bit by bringing the hands out towards the sides. Really try to focus on keeping your core nice and strong, keeping that spine lengthened. 5 toe taps, each side. Nice and slow, controlled. Great job, you guys. 2 more each side. Slowly lower the body back down to the mat, setting up in that bridge pose. Feet are reaching distance of the fingertips. We'll lift the hips towards the sky, tuck the shoulders, and if you'd like, interlock those hands underneath.
So I look to my Eskimo friend. I look to my Eskimo friend. I look to my Eskimo friend. When I'm
Untuck, or release the hands actually, untuck the shoulders, lift the heels, drop the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Windshield wiper those knees. We'll bring those knees into the chest, stacking them on top of one another. I'm going to drop them to one side here, keeping my shoulder blades on the ground. My knees fall towards the floor, and my gaze will come towards the fingertips that are on the back side of my body. Final twist. Allow the body to rest and relax as you close your eyes. We'll bring those knees back up to center and we'll switch to the opposite side, really focusing on keeping those shoulder blades grounded in the floor. Our gaze will fall to the fingers on the back side of our body. We'll return the knees back to center. Placing our hands on top of the knees, we're just going to give our low back a nice gentle massage by doing some small circles. No specific direction. Switch sides, whatever you'd like. You'll pull those knees in nice and tight. Give yourself a big hug by wrapping your arms around your shins, pulling the face into the knees. And then releasing as you set up for Shavasana, our final resting pose. Your legs extend towards the floor. Your hands come to your sides. So close your eyes. Again, bringing your attention to the breath and the sensations you feel as the air enters and exits the nose. Your hips will relax to the extent that your toes will fall out to the side. You release the tension in your shoulders. Release the tension in your jaw. allowing the tongue to relax within the mouth. You release the tension between your eyebrows, allowing the face to fully relax. We'll draw our attention back to the body. We gently wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes. Keeping your eyes closed, you'll reach your arms up and over your head like you're just waking up. You'll stretch. Drawing the knees back into the chest, you'll roll to your favorite side, using your lower arm as a pillow. When you're ready, you'll use that top arm to push yourself up and into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoy starting my Wednesdays like this, and I hope you guys do too. I hope you have a great day, and I'll be back next week. So come back and join me for yoga next week. And I hopefully will see you guys then. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.